Okay. We are talking about similar polygons today.
Why is there a Snapchat code?
I was just trying to get you guys to think of what similar means. What do you guys think similar means?
Can I see who that is?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what similar means?
Same thing.
The same, but what?
Different.
But what's different about them?
The size.
Yeah, they're the exact same, but their sizes, one's big, one's small.
Yeah.
Who is the gentleman on the top right?
Lady.
Tom Brady. What's special about Tom Brady?
Overrated.
He's a football player. He just won the Super Bowl.
Again.
He now has more Super Bowl wins than any team, which is just
Doesn't he
wild.
have like 6 or
7.
7? Yeah, I was gonna say
7, yeah.
What team is he on?
He's on like every.
He was on the Patriots for
Then he moved to the Buccaneers.
6 rings with the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
And then
One with the Buccaneers.
one with the Bucks. What about this gentleman?
I don't know.
Is that a principal?
Mayor.
Is that principal?
Oh, mayor.
He is our mayor, yes. What's his name?
I don't know.
Brown.
That used to be our mayor. Brandon Bochenski.
Bochenski.
Bochenski is our mayor.
He has a good jawline.
He's pretty handsome for a guy. It's pretty cute. Okay.
It's fun.
We can't say he's not good looking. You could. I guess it's all up to the eye of the beholder, right? Oops. Okay. Let's fill in what we kind of said. Polygons with the same shape but different size. Same shape but different size. That's a similar polygon. We do need to check 2 different things though to make sure that they are similar. Our angles must be congruent, so corresponding. Angles are congruent. Meaning angles and matching spots have to be the exact same measure. And corresponding sides are proportional. And all that means is sides that are matching spots are either enlarged or shrunk by the same scale factor.
The angles are the same.
Yep, your angles are the exact same, but your sides have to either be enlarged or shrunk by the same number, which is what we call the scale factor, and I'll show you what that means once we're all done writing this down. Oh, which we all are. Good job. Okay. So look at our little buddy here, SpongeBob, right? So I just duplicated him, so he's the exact same. These 2 SpongeBobs are identical. If I want to make a SpongeBob that's similar to this one, I just shrink them by the corner. Do you see how we have one small and one big? Okay. But if I wanted to make him not proportional, so I'll go back to making him the same size. A little bit bigger here. Oh, geez, Louise. What am I doing? Okay. Now from here, if I just wanted to make him like wider than he is tall, I would drag from one of the sides. Do you see how he's now not proportional? He's a lot wider than he is tall.
Yeah.
Or you could go the other way. We can make him taller.
We're smaller.
Yeah. He's a lot taller than he is wider, like Jaden said. Shrink him. So you see how it's kind of like distorted? It's not quite the same. So that's why we care that our sides are proportional. I know, I always need to update. Okay, so let's practice finding a scale factor. So when you find the scale factor, we have to pick 2 sides that match. So they want us to go from triangle ABC to DEF. So what's your smallest side on ABC? AB, right? So it's 8. So we're going to have 8. And what's our smallest side on this triangle?
DE.
DE, which is 12. And then we always want to reduce. What does that reduce to?
Can't
Close.
4 go into it?
4 goes into both of them, right?
Yeah.
So what's 8 divided by 4?
2.
Yeah, 2/3. So what does that mean? That means that this triangle here is 2/3 the size of this one.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Or you could go the other way. If we wanted to have DEF first, we just flip it. It'd be 3/2. Which means this one's 1.5 times as big as that guy. That's all it means. We have a fun little symbol for similarity. It's just like a little squiggle, which is exciting. This is our similarity symbol. It's just a little wave. Woo, right? And now we can write a similarity statement. So we could say triangle ABC is similar to triangle, and now we match. What does A match?
Huh?
What does angle A match?
D.
D.
B.
B matches.
E.
E
C.
matches. Right, you're just looking at your archy marks. D has 1, A has 1, and so on. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, let's practice using a similarity statement then. So it says list all congruent angles and write a proportion that relates to the sides. So you can look at the picture if you want. I find it confusing because they're gonna rotate it and shift it on you, so it kind of makes it hard. But if you look at this, it's gonna tell you the order. So if I said angle J, what is angle J congruent to?
N.
Not N.
Oh.
See, that's why you don't want to look at your picture, but if you look up here, it's the first spot, so it has to match P. P. Now if we just go down the list, angle K matches
Number M.
angle M. Yep, our middle guys.
Numbers.
And then angle L matches what?
Rhombus M.
Uh-oh.
Rhombus.
Uh-oh. N, right? Now we can do our sides. So now we need 2 letters. If I pick the first 2 letters, JK, what does it match? PM, exactly. Now go to the next 2 letters. KL matches MN. And then we'll do the first and last. So JL matches
PM.
PN. Okay, you guys get a head start on the next one. Same idea, except now you have 4 instead of 3. Match your angles and then match your sides. And then I'll slowly start putting the answers on the board.
What are we doing?
Same thing we just did.
In every side of man.
Did we kind of get similar?
There's like 4 sides.
It does have 4 sides.
I have like 6.
6?
They like AM, JM.
Oh, you did the diagonals? You wouldn't be wrong though. I mean, those would still be fine.
Oh, just extra work.
That's just extra work, but you're not wrong.
It's just like pain.
You're not wrong.
The only one I didn't write down was the KLRS.
Wouldn't there be like?
But now do you have it down?
No, that would be. That'd be 6.
Pain and more pain.
There'd be 12 angles.
Huh? What?
If you did 6 sides, there'd be 12 angles. Yeah. If you did the diagonals.
Oh, that would take a while. We'll do it one time then.
Is that enough time, kids?
Yeah.
Okay, let's flip the page and now we're gonna actually see or determine if shapes are similar or not. Okay. First things first, can we please make this? Oh. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, let's check our angles. So first things first, we have to make sure each of our angles has a buddy. So, we gotta look. I have 1 archy mark. Does that match up with anything? Yep, so 1 for 1. Let's see. 2 archy marks. 2 archy marks. And then we'll have
That's the wrong side.
3 and 3.
Yeah.
So does each angle have a buddy?
Yeah.
So we can put a check mark. Our angles check out. Now let's do our sides. So they all have to reduce to the same thing. So the easiest way to do this, let's pick our smallest side here. 4. Okay, now what does 4 match over here? What?
10.
Perfect. Now 4 over 10 reduces to what?
2 and 5.
2, 5. Yep. Perfect. All right, now we move on to the next side. So what would be our medium side on a small triangle? 6. So we're gonna have 6. What does 6 match on the bigger one? 15. What does that reduce to?
Nothing.
It does reduce.
Shoot.
2 fifths.
2 fifths.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Perfect. And then our last one here, what's our biggest side?
7.2.
7.2 over.
18.
Okay, well this is weird.
2 fifths.
Ooh, how'd you get 2 fifths?
I don't know.
Calculator.
Just calculate.
Well, this one it's not quite as easy to reduce, but what is 7.2 divided by 18? 7.2 divided by 18.
2 fifths.
Oh, it's 72.
I got 2 fifths.
7.2 divided by 18.
In a decimal?
Yeah.
Oh, 0.4.
Yes, but you have a fancy calculator, and 0.4 as a fraction is 2 fifths. So do you see how we got the same thing?
Yeah.
So since we got the same thing, these are similar. So we put similar.
Could
Woo!
we put the decimal instead?
Yeah, you can put the decimal instead. But the only thing is when you give the scale factor, since that's what it wants, do it as a fraction. So 2 fifths.
We'll do 2 fifths from the bottom one.
It's 0.4.
Because if you divide 2 divided by 5, that is what 0.4 is. 2 divided by 5 is 0.4.
Are we doing a homework sheet on this?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You won't have one with decimals on your homework, so don't worry.
Okay.
We'll have one with nice fractions. Okay, let's try another one of those because those are kind of weird. Okay, here we go. First, we have to check our angles. Make sure they all have a buddy. So if we start with angle N, does angle N have a buddy?
No.
Which one?
Two.
T, 98, 98.
Oh.
Angle P has a buddy of who?
Q.
Okay, good. O and
R.
R, which must make S and. So does every angle have a buddy? Put a
Yeah.
big old check mark. Yep, we checked it out.
So I'm guessing if either the sides or angles don't match up, then they're not similar.
Correct. So now, if we pick our smallest side over here, which one is it?
Angle.
82.
82 is our angle. What's our smallest side?
3,
1, right? Now, what's our smallest side on this one?
2.
2. Can I reduce 1 over 2?
Oh,
No, so that's it. Now we jump to the next size. What would be after 1?
3.
No, not 3.
Two.
Oh, 2.
2.
Right.
Okay, what comes after 2 on this one? 5. Can we reduce 2 over 5?
No.
So are these the same?
That's it.
No, so not similar.
No.
Laser signs.
Wait, how are they not similar?
Because one's a half.
One's a half.
one's
and-
They have to reduce to the same thing. Is a half and 2/5 the same?
No, but they're different sides.
But they have to remember, otherwise your SpongeBob's going to be wider than he is tall. He's not going to be proportional.
Are we doing this
I'm
thing?
still confused.
Your sides have to reduce to the same scale. Otherwise, they're not proportional.
I still don't get it.
So let's
think
sit for a
about
second.
Both of them have to be the
They're not
same.
the same.
They're not the same, so it doesn't work.
I know, but they're different sizes. They're different lengths.
Right, but otherwise it's
Exactly,
going to be
they're not supposed to.
distorted. It'd be like it's like SpongeBob. He'd be way wider than he is tall if it's not to the same scale.
We're talking if there ain't two
Like
one
imagine
halves
your
up
arm was
there,
longer than
these
your other
sides
arm.
are fat.
Okay, that makes
Ooh.
sense.
There you go.
I didn't know
Obese.
See, this is why we keep Carter around.
Carter's vocabulary.
Carter, explain to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
Hey, it works. Whatever works. Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay. Now let's use similar triangles to find variables. It sounds a lot harder than it is, but they're telling us these two triangles are similar and they want us to find x. So what does DE match?
AB.
AB. So we can write x over 25 and set that equal to, okay, then come back to this triangle here, EF, 28, what does EF match? BC of 20. And now I know you guys know how to solve those. How do we solve something like this? Cross multiply.
Circles.
It's an oval. It's a word oval.
Can you see bears?
Huh?
See bears?
No. That's
Circle. Got some sea bears. Don't want that.
I got.
Is it 700? I don't remember.
Yeah.
wait a second.
And then we divide out
25.
35. 35.
Maths.
You guys want to try set the next one up on your own? The one to the right of it?
No.
No, should we do it together?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We got it. So this time we're looking for x. So what does RS match in the other one?
YZ.
YZ. So we're going to have x over 32 is equal to, I'm going to come back down to the bigger one, 75 or PS, which is the same as
75 over X.
ZW.
ZW.
What?
$2,400, right?
Which is 6.
Okay, one more, kids.
And it's more.
One more. But this time we have an X and a Y. Which one do you want to find first, X or Y?
X.
X. Okay, what does GH match?
12.
GH matches DF, so he is correct. 12. Okay, now what side do we have to use? Y or 15?
15.
We have to use 15 because we don't know what Y is yet. So 15 over, now what does 15 match? Or JH? 9. Now we solve. Do you guys get 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, now you try set up for Y. You can do it. Try find out what Y is. Did you guys pick 15 or 20?
20.
15 over 9. Or if you did 20, it'd be 20 over 12 even. You'll get the same answer hopefully. $23 and a third or 23.3333 for forever?
23.33.
Oh Jesus, right. Whew, that was a lot, wasn't it?
Oh.
Okay, let's find the green worksheet. The green one. Mr. Grinch. You're a mean one. Miss Bunny. Oh, we have so much time. We still have
You ain't gonna go through your worksheets this fast.
23 minutes.
we have a lot of time.
I'm gonna take at least 20 minutes to do this.
Homework does not take 20 minutes in this class.
I'm
Where's Val?
But I
Oh,
kinda
you can get rid of that packet. You need a thin one. You don't need this one anymore. Yes, sir.
I got my feet on the ball.
Yes. I'm gonna do the first few and then we'll focus on it. Okay. Let's skip 1 and 2, and then let's jump to number 3. So skip 1 and 2, and let's jump to 3.
Do we have to do 1 and 2?
No, we can cross them off. Okay. Number 3, we're just again listing our congruent angles, so you can either look at your picture or at your similarity statement, and remember we just go in order. What does angle A match? L. Now go to the next letter. B matches M. And then angle C and bingo.
No.
Now we're gonna do the same thing with our sides. Okay, what does AB match?
Huh?
What does AB match? LM. Yeah. What about BC? And N. And then our last one, AC and LN. Beautiful. Find the scale factor from triangle LMN, so the smaller one to the big one, ABC. So what side should we use in LMN? 15, that's a good one. I would pick 15 too. Okay, 15. Now what does 15 match?
20.
20. Can we reduce
Yes.
Yeah.
2?
5.
Yep, 5s go in there, so it's what?
3 and 4.
Woohoo! Our scale factor is 3/4. Find the value of x. Okay.
15 over 20 and no, x over 27.
Yep, x over 27. That's good. Okay, now we come back to the big one. What side do you want to use?
15 and 20.
15 and 20, so 20 over 15. Someone needs to remind me what 27 times 20 is. 540. For a final answer of 36. We feel okay to go on for a little bit on our own? Number 7, are the two rectangles similar? So what do you have to check to make sure it's the same? You have to, do we have 4 pairs of matching angles?
Yeah.
Okay, but now we have to check our sides.
No,
What do you mean no?
because 15 and 7
Yep,
and 10 and 4.
they reduce the same thing?
No.
No, you're right. So 7 is a big old no. Number 8, you're just listing your matching parts like we did on 3 and 4. Match your angles and match your sides. Let me know if you need me.